Now this is going to be a very specific video. If you want to release an album, but you want to release a single as like a mini teaser for that album, can you release the single first and then the album afterwards on DistroKid? Short answer, yes. As you can see right here, this is on DistroKid's site. Just upload the single first and then upload the entire album, including the single, as a separate release. Once the full release is in streaming services, you can choose to leave the single or remove it and only have the album version available. Now, I'm gonna be honest, in my own personal experience, I have done this, where I release a single and then I release the full album. And typically, things are usually okay. I know a big question a lot of musicians have is, well, what happens, let's say, to all those streams? Like, say, if you release a single, it gets a bunch of streams, and then you upload the album with that same single, in a sense, do those streams carry over? Now, in some cases, they do. In some cases they don't, and it's completely random. This also depends upon the service. I find for me personally, when I've done this on Spotify, I've actually never had an issue of those streams carrying over. What I personally do, and this is what I've typically done, I'll actually delete the release or the single and then immediately upload the album. That's just my personal process. Once I do that, I've noticed on Spotify, for example, those streams immediately carry over. No issue. However, and this is where things get very, very tricky, is it depends upon the platform. Take YouTube, for example. When you release a song, one of these stores that automatically gets put on is YouTube Music. And what YouTube Music does is it deletes that video and then re-uploads a new video. So as you can imagine on YouTube, you do lose those streams, or views, I guess maybe is a better word when it comes to YouTube. So this does depend platform to platform. So you may be wondering, okay, what is the best option? What is the best way to go? What is the best strategy? This is what I would do. I feel like the best platform overall when it comes to this is manually uploading your single as a teaser on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and even potentially Bandcamp if you want to go down that route. The reason why is on YouTube, make sure you have your own channel. You can still manually take that video that you've already released as a single, just put it in a playlist for the album, and you upload the other songs. This is very common. A lot of other artists do this. In addition, same thing with SoundCloud. You upload that single first, then you upload the entire album, and you just don't really upload that single again, per se. You just put it in that album playlist. I think this is the best option because things do get tricky. Like, say, if you upload a song and then delete it and then upload the album, or like, say, the other way around, as DistroKid suggests, to upload the album, keep the single live, and then you can choose to delete the single if you want, etc., etc. Things can get kind of tricky, and this is something that's always changing as well when it comes to music distributors. And I do want to say, it's not like you're going to have any issues uploading that album after releasing the single, etc., etc. You're not going to have too many issues. The only tricky thing, and this is a very case-by-case basis, is those streams from that single you initially released potentially might not carry over to that same song on the album, which means on that one particular song, you might start out from scratch.